Okay, so as long as we average at least 11 miles an hour, we should get to Ottery St Mary by 6.
Well, it's a punishing pace, but I think I'm up to it.
What's it called, that then, Skip?
What?
Ottery St Mary.
I have no idea.
Do you know, Douglas?
Yes.
Do you?
Certainly I do. You see, St Mary is the patron saint of Devon, and she, of course, was famously martyred by being eaten alive by otters.
Really?
Oh, yes. Rabid otters. So she's always portrayed in pictures absolutely covered in otters.
By eating her?
Sometimes in the more fire and brimstone churches. Elsewhere, the assumption is they're all in heaven now and have made up, so they're just shown milling about her, nuzzling her affectionately, and offering her ottery kisses. And gifts of haddock.
Douglas.
Why would the otters go to heaven if they ate a saint?
You've put your finger, Arthur, as is so often your way, on the crux of a thorny theological problem. So far, our best guess is simply that St. Peter's got a real soft spot for otters. He looks into those whiskery faces and goes, "You guys, I can't stay mad at you," and lets them into heaven.
So heaven is full of otters?
More than you can possibly imagine.
So in your case, Arthur, probably about 12.
Hey, I can imagine loads of otters.
Really? How many?
1 million.
You see, I don't think you can. I don't think anyone can.
I can. I'm doing it now.
Wow! No, you're just imagining a lot of otters and then saying that's 1 million. I don't think anyone can actually genuinely imagine more than about 20 otters at a time.
Oh, come on. I mean, I could definitely imagine 100 otters.
Me too, yellow car.
All right, how much space do they take up? Could you, for instance, get 100 otters on board Gertie?
Yes, I reckon you could.
And is it a jam-packed RSPCA nightmare of a plane, or are the otters lounging in relative comfort?
Well, okay, there's 16 seats, so say 2 to a seat.
They're good friends, these otters?
Let's hope so. And 1 in each overhead compartment.
Always remembering to open them with care, because otters may have shifted during the flight.
And 1 under each seat?
Yes, good thinking.
But that's where the life jackets are.
That's all right. Otters can swim. Now, how many in the galley?
4 on the floor, 2 on the worktops. Well, it depends. Are we carrying Carolyn and Arthur?
To wait on the otters? I think that would be an indulgence, frankly. I think we'd be better off replacing them with more otters.
I'd be better off replacing Arthur with an otter anyway.
Hey!
So, 32 in the seats, 16 in the overhead lockers, 16 under the seats, 6 in the galley.
15 in the hold?
Oh, 20 easily, and 6 or 7 in the aisle.
Call it 7.
That's what, 97, and 3 in the flight deck, 100.
Brilliant!
No, not in the flight deck.
Hypothetically.
I don't care how hypothetical it is. I'm not flying with a live otter in the flight deck.
I don't see why not. Historically, very few hijackings have been carried out by otters.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think the Civil Aviation Authority would be too keen on the idea.
To be quite honest with you, Captain, I don't think there's a whole lot about this plane full of unsupervised otters the CAA is going to love.